Hey everybody, Zeefroli here, and welcome back. It's been a while, I know, but with the new season, new year, comes me back to make another Arachne video. So just wanted to try to make this not too long or whatnot. So this time I'm just going to be going over the two builds I think are best for her right now, because she's not in a very bad spot right now. I think she's pretty decent. She gets the job done, she works well, and she has two really good, solid builds that you can use depending on how you want to go with her. I know a lot of people are saying a lot of jungle assassins aren't that good right now because they lost the flat pen as they leveled up from the class passives, and for the most part, yeah, that does hurt. But I think Arachne kind of gets around that a bit with how her passive is, because she gets free extra damage as the enemy's lower health, which is almost like, not exactly like free penetration, but you are going to be doing extra damage when other people's do not have that in their kit. So that helps her out a lot. So, anyway, Arachne has two different kits, builds she can go. You can go the standard original build, that was the same basic as last year with like one change, which is Mannequin Scepter into Blessed Scepter as a start. Add Golden Shard, which helps your clear immensely. Like having AoE autos at the start helps so much, and heck, you could even keep it longer than level 12 if you want, just to get a little extra farming in before you swap it out for any other active. But that's that has helped her a lot in terms of just giving her even better clear, especially at the very, very, very early game where it suffers the most. Blink, and then your health pots. That's the start of this one. Then you'll go to Vital Amplifier, then Serrated Edge, then Executioner, and I would say either Envenomed or Ferocious. Either one works pretty well. Basically, do they have healing on their team? Grab this. If they don't, grab this. Because with this plus Arachne's 1, that gives her 80% anti-healing in just one hit. Very good.
I will suck the immortal out of them.
Then you would buy Kinzai's, and last Silver Branch Bow and upgrading mannequins to Mannequin Mace, because it gives free attack speed. Because even right now with this build, no items, no attack speed buffs or anything, you're at the level cap even before you're pressure 2, so you're getting 2 free power just off the bat from doing that. With your 2 on, I forgot to do this. With your 2 on, that gives you, for 4 seconds, you gain an extra 32 power. So an extra 30 power once you activate your 2. Great. And then with your 1 as well, which will give you some attack speed as well. Once you hit someone with your 1, as a vital you're gaining 40 extra power for 3 seconds. So you're going to be doing slash, very lots of damage to all the enemies.
Gotcha.
In like that 4 seconds, you're going to instantly delete someone. After that 4 seconds, you're going to lose a decent amount of power, and you might just get burned down or whatnot. That's the main downside with this build. You have incredible instant burst damage, and you can take out any squishy instantly from the fight, and some semi-squishy ones. But after those 4 or 5 seconds are up, and your abilities are on cooldown, you're kind of a sitting duck to just get instantly killed and whatnot. So you got to be careful. You got to kill. With this build, it's all about instantly deleting someone and getting out. That's what this build's playstyle is. Now, for the other build that I like as well, hard to say which one is better, but they each has their pros and cons. Like that one, The first one, pros, is lots of instant damage and instant deletions of enemies. But the cons are you are just you're very squishy, you don't have great sustain, and you're gonna be in trouble if the fight takes longer than those 4 seconds. Second build, which I'm liking a lot right now. Death's
This
Toll
will be
with
killer.
Blessed Scepter to start. Now, you might be thinking, why take Death's Toll? You lose all your jungle clear. You have terrible jungle clear. That's what this Golden Shard really does help with that. It picks up the slack of this. It is not the same as Mannequins. Mannequins is still going to give you some really good jungle clear, especially with Golden Shard. But Golden Shard plus Death's Toll gives you a pretty decent clear. The only time you have trouble with this clear is solo clearing mid camps at around level 2, well, level 1 to level 5 or 6. Once you get Vital Amplifier going, or mostly going, by level 6 or so, you're going to be fine. You're just going to be popping your 2 and your 3, and you'll clear camps pretty fast. No issue. The other thing with Death's Toll that helps a lot is you don't really lose any damage. Well, you don't lose much damage. Mannequins has lower damage with just your autos, but makes up with it with the burn. This one has higher damage, and your bite is going to be doing more damage, and you're going to be getting. Actually, you're not going to get more healing. You're going to be doing more damage with your bite, but you lose out with a Mannequin's dot will make these about the same against gods. I'm sorry, this is against when you're fighting a god. And Death's Toll also has the healing. So at level 1, you're getting 4 to 5 HP every auto attack back, which does mean a lot in the early game for sure, especially with your 1-up at the same time. You're going to be able to dox any god you want to do at the time and bully them out of lane or outright kill them. And they will have a lot of trouble trying to kill you. It's pretty impressive. Anyway, for the rest of the build, after this start here, and then you'll get 4 health potions. I don't get mana potions with this because Death's Toll's passive does help a lot with the mana sustain, so you don't really need mana that much, especially after a few levels and you're good to go. Next, after that, you'll get the next 2 items are the same as the other one. Vital Amplifier.
I will suck the immortal out of them.
After that, you have 2 options. You either go into the next damaging item, or if you need anti-healing, this is when you would grab it. We're going to assume you have anti-healing first. So you have 2 options. You have Executioner with Envenomed Executioner, gives you 80% reduced healing with your 1 and this. Plus you could deal with shields as well, and you got some extra protection shred. Or you go Toxic Blade. Arachne, I feel, is the only god in the game that actually can use Toxic Blade in a decent way. Because she likes the movement speed. She loves getting some extra flat penetration is great when all assassins lost it. That will help you with fighting the enemies. You get attack speed. She likes attack speed. You get some health. Later, you'll want more health for how, you have more healing with 2 different items. And you also reduce the enemy's attack speed as well. So you're reducing their attack speed by 21%. So that's basically an item right there. Or nearly an item's worth of attack speed gone in 3 hits, which is, she's very easy to do. And it gives you more anti-healing. So with this, plus your 1, you're at 100% anti-healing. Though I think there's a cap at that. You can't exactly get to it. Though if I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. But you can hit 100% or whatever the cap is with this. And yeah, you should only really build this on Arachne. You should build this on no other god. Really, no other god wants this. Only Arachne could use it with. Otherwise, if you're not going to be going a filler item, like an anti-healing item, you will go for your next item. But we're going to just put this here, like you bought an anti-heal item in the spot. Plus it's cheaper than Executioner too, so about by 500 gold cheaper. So that's nice. Next, you will go Crimson Claws, the new item. I know I did not put this on the other build because it's just very hard to fit it in with how that is. But it fits in really well here.
This will be
With
killer.
this, plus your 1, plus both this and its evolved form, you are instantly topping yourself off in the jungle of no one's business. Even in fights, you're going to be constantly healing yourself up and get a shield up really fast with this. The 1 plus this lets you get a shield up really fast with this. Fantastic. Well, and that shield can make or break you in certain fights. If you run into a fight with a full shield, you can eat an attack or two before you start taking damage, and that might be the difference between life and death. Last, or not last, if you did not get an anti-healing earlier, kin size, because kin size is just fast on her. And then, or before, you'll be upgrading Death's Toll. You will want to go for Death's Embrace. Gives you more healing on autos, because you're healing right now 1.4% of your maximum health and 2% of your mana, which is nice, especially since you're building a bunch of health items. You're getting a decent amount, like 200, no, that would be 10%, 20 or so, like 26 or so health per auto, plus the life steal from Crimson Claws and Serrated Edge, plus your one's healing when you bite them. That's a lot of healing you're getting back. But the more important thing is the secondary part of the passive that reduces your ultimate cooldowns by non-ultimate cooldowns by 33% per every time you hit. So without it, your one has about a 10-second cooldown. Standard makes sense. You don't have any cooldown built into your kit and whatnot. That's how it is. But if we hit someone with the one, that 10 seconds becomes more like 5 seconds or so. And another good thing about this is Vital Amplifier's passive lasts about 6 seconds, I believe it is. Yeah, 6 seconds. So, with this, you can basically have Vital Amplifier's power, basic attack power, and attack speed up at all times as you're fighting a Fire Giant or a Gold Fury, or you're in the middle of a team fight and you're weaving between targets. You could constantly have your one up and always be able to have your top attack speed and a basic attack damage. Is pretty great. Other than that, this build is very much a very survivable build. This is a build you want to do is if you don't feel confident being able to use the first build of running in, killing someone and getting out instantly. Right now at the beginning of season, I think either one works. I'm liking this one because when I get to the end game, the other build kind of falls off if I'm not able to pick people off on their own. This one lets me survive a bit longer so I can sneak in, get a kill, and get out, or move to the next target, which is very nice. It does do less overall damage a bit, but not by a terrible amount. You trade about maybe, I want to say 10-15% damage for a lot more sustain, which is very nice. Now, I wanted to say this too. If you did not need an anti-heal in this slot, you would go for Crimson Claws, then Kin Size, and then a filler item, which can be one of two different things. You can go, well, two different options. If you're going for damage, I would say best options probably Silver Branch Bow. You get a lot of extra power for all that attack speed you're getting.
This will be killer.
So you're getting about 37 power during that few seconds, which is very nice. Not as much as you're not maxing it out like with the other one, but you're getting close, which is nice. Free power plus penetration, all that stuff. The other option you got is, if you need a more defensive option here, you got Berserkers or Void Shield, depending on what you want. Either one works. Void Shield's very good if you have a very physically heavy team and you want to help the team out a bit more and have some protections while doing it. Pretty good if you're going against a very physical heavy team. Shoguns or Oni Hunters, I would say. Shoguns is good if you don't have another god having it. Because it gives you attack speed and whatnot. MP5 is always good. Otherwise, I would say Oni Hunties for the crowd control reduction. The 12% damage mitigation is also very nice. Last, you have the other two options. If you have a very hard CC team, I would say Magi's Cloak into Magi's Revenge would be best. Or you go Stone of Binding. If you don't have, if CC isn't in trouble, you just need good average around defense. You got, because of your 3, anytime you slow a target with your 3, the Stone Bindings going off, and you're giving your whole team extra free damage to them, which is very nice. So yeah, those are the two builds. Like I said, the first build is more of a, I want to say, is more of a instant damage, get in, get a kill, get out, or die. Basically, you're a glass cannon with that first build. It's very good. You are going to shred things instantly if you can get to them. But if you can't get to them and you can't kill them in a few seconds, you are going to die. Especially with how hunters are building both a lot of crit and lifesteal right now. Not having 100%, not having that extra health and not having 100% anti-heal is going to hurt and make trading with them a bit rough. The second build here is I guess I consider a better sustain, longer fight build. This build allows you to go in, kill a target, not as fast as the first one, but still pretty fast. Kill a target, most likely survive because of all the healing you're giving yourself with your 1, your Death's Embrace, all the lifesteal you got. You're pretty much constantly healing yourself up. Heal yourself up all the time, which is very nice. And then also you can build a Toxic Blade here, which is also a very good anti-hunter weapon with lowering both healing and also their attack speed. It is pretty nice. But yeah, this one is more like a, I'm gonna fight a bunch of guys at once. I'll be able to run back into a jungle to hit a few minions to get a heal myself up to full really fast. The other build, you have to almost always back to get out and get back into a fight. But yeah, those are the two builds. They both work really well. I prefer the second, but the first one's also really good. If you have any comments or questions or suggestions on what you would do with Arachne and whatnot, leave them in the comments below. Next video, I'm hoping to give a short little tutorial about how you should do your jungle start. I have a good idea how I like it with Arachne. It's nothing too special, nothing too fancy right now. I haven't found anything super unique yet, but I'm liking how I'm doing it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe, all that jazz. And I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.